Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Rejuvenating text 22, text 23 and text 24 of chapter 2, Divinity and Divine Service of First and Creation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 22. Ato vai kavayo nityam bhaktim paramaya muda Vasudeve Bhagavati Kuravantyatma Prasadanim. Certainly, therefore, since time immemorial, all transcendentalists have been rendering devotional service to Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead, with great delight, because such devotional service is enlivening to the self. The speciality of devotional service unto the personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, is specifically mentioned herein. Lord Shri Krishna is the Swayam Rupa personality of Godhead and all other forms of Godhead, beginning from Shri Baladev, Sankarshana, Vasudeva, Aniruddha, Pradyumna and Narayan, and extending to the Purusha Avataras, Guna Avataras, Leela Avataras, Yuga Avataras and many other thousands of manifestations of the personality of Godhead are Lord Shri Krishna's plenary portions and integrated parts. The living entities are separated parts and parcels of the personality of Godhead. Therefore, Lord Shri Krishna is the original form of Godhead and he is the last word in the transcendence. Thus, he is more attractive to the higher transcendentalists who participate in the eternal pastimes of the Lord. In forms of the personality of Godhead other than Shri Krishna and Baldev, there is no facility for intimate personal contact as in the transcendental pastimes of the Lord at Vraja Bhumi. The transcendental pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna are not newly accepted as argued by some less intelligent persons. His pastimes are eternal and are manifested in due course once in a day of Brahmaji as the sun rises on the eastern horizon at the end of every 24 hours. Text 23. Sattvam rajastam iti prakruter gunastair yuktah parah purush eka ihasya dhatte sthityaadaye hari virinchi hareti samadnyah shreyamsi tatra khalu Satvata Nor Nrunam Syuha. The transcendental personality of Godhead is indirectly associated with the three modes of material nature, namely passion, goodness, and ignorance. And just for the material worlds, creation, maintenance, and destruction, he accepts the three qualitative forms of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiv. Of these three, all human beings can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu, the form of the quality of goodness. That Lord Shri Krishna, by his plenary parts, should be rendered devotional service as explained above is confirmed by this statement. Lord Shri Krishna and all his plenary parts are Vishnu Tattva or the Lordship of Godhead. From Shri Krishna the next manifestation is Baldev. From Baldev is Sankarshana. From Sankarshana is Narayan. From Narayan there is the second Sankarshana, and from this Sankarshana the Vishnu Purusha Avataras. The Vishnu or the deity of the quality of goodness in the material world is the Purusha avatar known as Shirodakshayi Vishnu or Paramatma. Brahma is the deity of passion, rajas and Shiv of ignorance. They are the three departmental heads of the three qualities of this material world. Creation is made possible by the goodness of Vishnu, and when it requires to be destroyed, Lord Shiv does it by the Tandava Nritya. The materialists and the foolish human beings worship Brahma and Shiv respectively, but the pure transcendentalist worship the form of goodness Vishnu in his various forms. Vishnu is manifested by his millions and billions of integrated forms and separated forms. The integrated forms are called Godhead and the separated forms are called the living entities or the Jivas. Both the Jivas and Godhead have their original spiritual forms. Jivas are sometimes subjected to the control of material energy, but the Vishnu forms are always controllers of this energy. When Vishnu, the personality of Godhead, appears in the material world, he comes to deliver the conditioned living beings who are under the material energy. Such living beings appear in the material world with intentions of being lords, and thus they become entrapped by the three modes of nature. As such, the living entities have to change their material coverings for undergoing different terms of imprisonment. The prison house of the material world is created by Brahma under instruction of the personality of Godhead, and at the conclusion of a kalpa, the whole thing is destroyed by Shiv. But as far as maintenance of the prison house is concerned, it is done by Vishnu, as much as the state prison is maintained by the state. Anyone, therefore, who wishes to get out of this prison house of material existence, which is full of miseries like repetition of birth, death, disease and for such liberation. Lord Vishnu is worshipped by devotional service only. And if anyone has to continue prison life in the material world, he may ask for relative facilities for temporary relief from the different demigods like Shiv, Brahma, Indra and Varun. No demigod, however, can release the imprisoned living being from the conditioned life of material existence. This can be done only by Vishnu. Therefore, the ultimate benefit may be derived from Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. Text 24. Parthivada daruno dhumasta smadagni strayi mayah tamastu rajasta smad sattvam yada brahma darshanam. Firewood is a transformation of earth, but smoke is better than the raw wood, and fire is still better, for by fire we can derive the benefits of superior knowledge through Vedic sacrifices. Similarly, passion rajas is better than ignorance tamas, but goodness sattva is best because by goodness one can come to realize the absolute truth. As explained above, one can get release from the conditioned life of material existence by devotional service to the personality of Godhead. It is further comprehended herein that one has to rise to the platform of the mode of goodness sattva so that one can be eligible for the devotional service of the Lord. But if there are impediments on the progressive path, anyone even from the platform of tamas can gradually rise to the sattva platform by the expert direction of the spiritual master. Sincere candidates must therefore approach an expert spiritual master for such a progressive march, and the expert bona fide spiritual master is competent to direct a disciple from any stage of life, tamas, rajas or sattva. It is a mistake therefore to consider that worship of any quality or any form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is equally beneficial. Except Vishnu, all separated forms are manifested under the conditions of material energy, and therefore the forms of material energy cannot help anyone to rise to the platform of sattva, which alone can liberate a person from material bondage. The uncivilized state of life or the life of the lower animals is controlled by the mode of tamas. The civilized life of man with a passion for various types of material benefits is the stage of rajas. The rajas stage of life gives a slight clue to the realization of the absolute truth in the forms of light sentiments in philosophy, art and culture with moral and ethical principles, but the mode of sattva is a still higher stage of material quality which actually helps one in realizing the absolute truth. In other words, there is a qualitative difference between the different kinds of worshipping methods as well as the respective results derived from the predominating deities, namely Brahma, Vishnu and Hare. Hare Krishna.